listen to me. I thought you boys understood. It's business. That's all it is. You still don't get it. Planet, they can do whatever they want. Good if we just help them. Leave us alone. Let's make some money. You can have a place that could live too. I know you want it. Hell, everybody does.
Do it to your own kind.
What's the threat? We all sell out every day. Might as well be on the winning team.
That's the craziest shit, though, because that's really what motherfuckers been doing. Motherfuckers been doing that. They're like, yo, can't beat them, so you might as well just be them. Just be them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, yo. Nah, not at all. Fucking, let's listen to Ice Cube real quick. Listen to the main part of what he's talking about.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. You're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their club. That pisses them off. I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. Ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been f***ing with me. Well, what I'm going to do is go on a F*** the Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm going to go talk to everybody. Everybody.
Ice Cube dropping them black pills. What
Now,
do you think? What do you expect?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Some of you may not.
He didn't say any names. Not saying that he isn't. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He just, talked about gatekeepers. Okay, that's an old terminology of words. That's not new. We've been saying that for a long time. But Cube, like I said, I'm not saying that bad towards him. I'm just all the elements that he talks about, where he's like singing, movies, the music, sports. I'm saying to myself, I'm like, well, wait a minute, you're in all three of them. You're in sports, you've done movies, and you've done music. So for you to be this far in the game and haven't said no names yet, and now you want to go on a, fuck the gatekeepers podcast tour, campaign, whatever. The people got to think about something. It's like, well, we're not the rich ones off the industry. Like, you got rich off the industry. Everything you're talking about, you were involved in all levels and for a long time. And for people to, be in that type of industry and not have nothing to say. Good point. But not have nothing to say for years, and that's why people were like, you called out Jerry Heller, you said that years ago, but it's like now they're just gatekeepers. And if you were on that flow that long ago, then you knew exactly who you were talking about. So why act so brand new today? And why do you want people backing you up about something that we've been talking about? See, that's the argument with the people on the streets. It's like, well, the smart ones. We're like, well, you industry people have been around and nothing has changed. And you're arguing with the government, even though you have money now. And you're saying that you want to see changes. Well, that's what people do. You know, they take their money. It's just like investing in a clothing line or an alcohol or whatever these entertainers are doing. If you notice, they never involve themselves into a construction company on building back, you know, the communities that come from, especially the thug rappers. It's not really so much, you know, the female R&B singers and stuff. That's not really who we're talking about. We're talking about the people who praise destroying the streets, you know, claiming that it's a product of their environment, but it's like the people make their environment. You know, it's 2023. Dilapidatedness comes from, you know, not building. You know, a lot of people's stuff is not done for them, do it themselves. So for people to act like it's just, you know, the government's your fucking Jesus is like, no, you know, everything is pretty much done through, you know, elbow grease. Like, that's what it's about. It's about building. It's not about playing around about what you want. So, back to him. I don't know. I watched Doggy Diamond's video and he was talking about it, and he was just like, well, Ice Cube, who are these people? Like, you're not saying any name, just want people to back you up and ride behind you, but not really telling anything. And I mean, does he really have to? You know, this far in the game, you know, I know a good amount of these demon bastards that I know for a fact are grimy as hell, even if at a time I like them. You know, the Bill Cosbys, the R. Kellys, it's like, even if I thought you did some good work, that doesn't mean I don't look at it for what it is. Like, I'm not a person, and I know once these people get in, it's just like the BET Awards. All those grown black people there that are entertainers, all that, nobody seen no, you know, flaws and the ignorance that was taking place. Nobody. Y'all getting worse than the white people, and you know, I ain't talking shit about them. But remember the MTV Awards? Remember what the dude, Bruno flew down and put his balls in Eminem's face. Remember that? Remember when he crashed the award ceremony and put his privates right in Eminem's face? You know, that was considered, you know, white people weirdo shit. Like, oh yeah, black people will get down like that. See, white people, they awards, they be doing weird shit. Just for, like I said, y'all now got a little boozy, dancing hella weird, you know, in the crowd. Y'all see Gorilla's set? That was a nasty ass song to perform at an award ceremony. I'm like, how y'all gonna try to throw something for Tina Turner? Y'all running off the merit of her being a strong woman that was abused, got in an abusive situation, but y'all over here praising somebody making this whole ass music. That'll add up at all. That'll add up at all. And I don't dislike nobody. It's like, it's not about what I like. It's about what it is. So this club. Why is he saying it? That's what I'm saying. Like it's not good for him to be saying this shit because he's been in all arenas. Yeah, it's proof, but it's like, what did you do? What was your ritual? Did you bend over? What did you do? What was your sacrifice? You've been in the game a long time, healthy and strong, making money. All in Hollywood, everything. They even let you get your own fucking basketball. You're the first one in history. Make your own black version of American sport. Oh. Oh, that's a weird one. That's a weird one to me because it's like he's been around everything. So now you're going on a campaign tour talking about, you know, exposing the club. And I'm like, well, haven't you been in the club already? Haven't you been there for like the longest? Because you've been in the industry for a long time. So. Oh, I just know there's no new information. It's not sounding like something extravagant. You know what I'm saying? Like he's changing the game. It's like, not really. You're talking about stuff we've been talking about out here. So, I don't know. Y'all take it how y'all want to take it. Y'all fall in love with it. I look at it like it's more of these individual, just, you know, feel, trying to get a feel out for information, seeing what people are doing, what they're talking about. But we got to get past these dudes. But let's see though. Like I said, I'm not gonna say what he's doing. I don't know yet. But let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he's talking about and who he exposes. Because he's going to have to lay some names because at the end of the day, it's like, that's crazy. Because it's in code language what he's saying it, so they can go in so many different ways. But I'll say all that to say this. We'll see what he exposes. Because I already know enough. So if he's not saying the right names, or if he's saying the same names that people have been saying, I'm gonna be like, Ice Cube, you've been too far in the game to only know them names. You got to know something more. We'll see. We'll see.